So let's go ahead and start all your child's pose. So go to your mat, find your comfortable child's pose, close your eyes, tap into your breath, and let's begin. And thank you for being here. As you come into your mat and you find your child's pose, just take a moment to really anchor your breath. Make sure the length of the inhale and exhale are equal. Start observing that breath with a sense of curiosity and a sense of feeling the breath moving through your lungs, moving through your chest, perhaps moving through the throat and perhaps even the belly. If you're gonna be playing the playlist, this is a good time to start playing the playlist, the music for the class. And as we continue with the theme of the class, Svadhyaya, start to observe how you feel right now in your body, what kind of tension physically you might feel. What's going on in your mind? What is it, that thing that continues to move back and forth in your head? That thing that you cannot stop thinking about? And just give yourself permission to kind of drop everything and take your time here to just connect with your inner sense, your self-existence, and just simply be as you are. Just knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Just letting go of resistance, letting go of anticipation, and surrender to this moment right now as it is. Let's take one more deep breath in and full exhale. Gently, right there from your child's pose, start lifting the head, and we're gonna thread the needle in child's pose. So your left arm is coming behind the right, and you're gonna do the best you can to drop the left shoulder down on the ground and rest your head as you continue to reach your right hand forward. Keep pressing your left hand out to the side and lean into that left hip. One more breath. And then exhale, slowly lift and come back to center. And we're gonna switch sides. So right arm under the left. And just drop your right shoulder. Bring your gaze to the left, resting your head on the mat, a blanket, whatever works for you. And walk your left hand forward. Leaning to the right hip. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly come all the way up. And then from child's pose, we're gonna bring the knees together if you are with the knees apart. And keep the hips right under the knees to come into puppy pose. So we're just dropping the chest down for a shoulder stretch. You can tuck your toes and anchor through the feet. Scoop your belly in. And let the shoulders to gently soften as you continue to breathe. One more inhale. Long exhale. And slowly from puppy pose all the way straight into your first downward facing dog. So lifting the hips up and back. And just take a moment here in your first inversion. This is an inversion pose. So just make sure the crown of the head is pointing towards you between the hands. Continue to press your pelvis up and back. And drag some weight into the heels down. Feel free to bend the knees. Walk your dog, pedaling the feet one at a time. And just press your hands firmly down as you anchor through the feet as well. Take an inhale, look forward between the hands, and as you exhale, find your plank, shoulders above the wrists, thigh bones engaged, core strong. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, find your plank. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale again, find your plank. Push the floor away with your fingertips. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Look at your feet and walk your hands towards the back of your mat and find your Uttanasana on the back of your mat. Just let the head drop, stretching the back of the neck. Just rock back and forth a couple times and just feel the weight between your toes and your heels. Interlace the fingers behind your neck and bring some weight into the head as you bring the elbows forward and towards the center. Just bring your gaze towards your navel. Just one more breath in. Then as you exhale, stay in forward fold. Release your hands and clasp the hands now behind you for shoulder stretch. Knuckles all the way up. And see if you can maybe start pressing your inner thighs up and stretch the legs as you lean into your toes. One more breath in. As you exhale, release the hands, step back into your downward facing dog. So walking the hands forward. Strong downward facing dog. Just warm up the body with a variation of Sun Salutations. Take an inhale, rise the heels, bend the knees, look up. As you exhale, walk or jump to the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen your spine halfway up. Long exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press your feet down, lift the arms overhead, look up. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale, lifting the chest halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, step back into your plank. One foot at a time. Breathe in, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up and back, stretching the right toes up. As you exhale, flex the top knee, bring it into the chest, drop the foot in between the hands, drop the left knee, low lunge. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands down. Step back into that three-legged dog. Slowly, right foot up and back. Second round, bring it again. Right foot in between the hands, left knee down, arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, hands down, stepping back, three-legged dog. And release back to downward facing dog. Let's do that on the left side. Inhale, left foot up and back. Spread the left toes, look forward. Flex the top knee and bring it to the chest, coming to low lunge. Right knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, stepping back into that three-legged dog. Strong upper back. Stretch the left toes. And low lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step back into that three-legged dog. And release the feet. Find your plank, inhale. Exhale, knees down. First chaturanga, chest halfway down. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, lift the chest, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Shavasana. Couple more vinyasa. Slowly inhale, look up. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, your version of Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice and slow in control. Inhale, up dog and cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths to notice and observe the inner monologue. If you're distracted, recognize it and bring your center into the breath. Notice how the body feels. This is the self-study. Stay calm. Inhale, right leg up and back. As you exhale, right foot forward between the hands. Warrior two, arms out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Look down, transfer slowly into Ardha Chandrasana, our first standing pose. So you can close that left foot slowly. You can rest your bottom hand on a block or fingertips. Rotate the chest open to the left. Bring some weight into the inner arch of your right foot. Focus your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, rebend the front knee and slowly transfer back into warrior two. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, extend the front leg. Triangle pose. So right hip reaches back. Lengthen through the right ribs and find your Trikonasana, triangle pose. Check your alignment on your feet and rotate the chest. Crown of the head forward, sacrum towards the back heel. Inhale, come all the way up, warrior two again. Exhale, both hands down, step back into plank, full breath in. Exhale, find your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, find your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's get ready for the left side. Inhale, left foot up and back. Exhale, left foot forward. Right heel drops, warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Rotate the chest to the right. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Keep bending the front knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Slowly, you can stay here or you can transfer into that Ardha Chandrasana. Nice and slow, breathe in, rotating the chest open to the right. Opening the right hip. Find your center, self-observation. Notice the tendency when you find yourself in challenging moments. Find your stillness, inhale. As you exhale, slowly rebend the front knee back into warrior two. Full inhale. And then exhale, find your nice vinyasa. Stepping back to plank. Take your time for your chaturanga, mindful. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Full breath in. Exhale. Take an inhale, look at your feet as you exhale. Walk the hands to the back of your mat. Full Uttanasana again. Inhale, lengthen halfway up and open your feet as wide as your hips. Place your right fingertips or palm right underneath your chest. And then slowly bring the left hand into the hip. And then rotate the chest to the left, growing a little taller. You can come into fingertips. We're doing a rotation. You can extend the left arm up. You can bend the right knee and lean into the left hip to stretch the lateral hip. Stretching the IT bend. Relax the right shoulder. And release, come back to center, level the pelvis. Opposite side, left hand under the chest. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Scoop your belly, rotate the chest to the right. Right hand into the hip, option one. Option two, right hand up. And your gaze will depend on you how much challenge you want to feel on your balance. Left shoulder relax, one more breath. Exhale, release, forward fold. Bring the hands behind your legs and press your chest a little closer. Bending the knees is absolutely fine in here. One more breath halfway up. As you exhale, walk into your downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, right leg up and back. As you exhale, right foot forward, high lunge. Bring your hands overhead, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, come halfway out. So halfway down, hands reaching back and down. Crown of the head reaching forward. Bend the front knee and close your right hip. Lift the back leg. Option 1, stay here, a lot of core engagement. And option 2, transfer into your warrior 3. Nice and slow. You can keep that front leg bend. You can try to level the crown of the head with the rest of the spine as you bring your chest halfway down. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the front knee slowly. Press back into your high lunge, arms overhead, inhale. As you exhale, bring the palms together in the center of your heart and bring that left foot forward for chair pose. So sit deeply in your chair. Nice. One more inhale. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead. And on exhale, find your Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine halfway up. Option 1, downward facing dog. Option 2, take your vinyasa. Observe and question why you choose what you choose to do. And notice if that feels right. Notice if that's exactly what you needed. And if you didn't, choose what feels right. And you have a choice now to know. Let's try that on the other side. Again, inhale, left foot up and back. Smooth transition as you exhale, find your high lunge. Try to move with grace. Inhale, arms up. It's like you're dancing, exploring movement with breath. Then as you exhale, scoop your belly, come halfway down, and close your left hip to the center of the mat. Challenge yourself by bringing your chest a little bit closer down. Option 1, right here. Side note, make sure the feet are as wide as your hips. That's going to give you more balance. Release the hands down and back if you're transitioning into a warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Take your time, breathe. Focus, find the stillness, find the joy, playfulness in here. And slowly back into high lunge. Arms overhead, inhale. And then as you exhale, palms in the center of the heart, step forward, Utkatasana, chair pose. Come a little deeper in your chair pose. One breath, observe. Create some space on the shoulders, bringing the pinky towards each other. Inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly find your Malasana. So hands down and open your feet a little wider. Maybe opening the toes and the knees out, pointing in the same direction as you come into Malasana. So the crown of the head is up. You're gonna use your upper arms to press the knees apart, but then you're gonna hug the knees in. One more inhale. And then as you exhale from Malasana, slowly into Navasana. So closing the inner thighs, pulling the chest up, inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And then exhale, cross your legs in front of you and step back into downward facing dog. Nice. Downward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, drop the elbows and find your dolphin. Interlace the fingers. It's our last practice. We gotta close how we start. Option one, stay right there, working on your dolphin, pushing the floor away through the forearms. Option two, walking the feet a little closer as you continue to grow taller through the hips. And option three, play your three-legged dolphin, one leg at a time. And of course, if you feel you have a comfortable arm balance, you can come into full pincha. It's whatever you are, a couple more breaths. Observe your tendencies. It's not an ego-driven practice. It's an observation, non-violent practice. And then slowly from your dolphin, drop the knees, find your child's pose. Full inhale. Long exhale. One more breath. From your child's pose, slowly lift the chest up and come into Vinyasa Flow. So we're gonna extend the right leg forward, and you're gonna bring that left foot to the inside of your right thigh. If you need to sit taller, roll your mat or place a blanket. Rotate your ribs to the front knee, the right knee. Continue to open that left knee out to the side and forward fold through that front leg. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way up. Bring that right foot outside that left knee for Ardha Matsyendrasana. So we're gonna cross it over, sitting on the right hip down. Grow taller through the spine and bring your left elbow on top of your right knee or thigh and rotate the chest open to the right. You can rest one hand behind you to allow you to grow through the spine of the head. Lean forward and to the right. One more breath. Okay. And then from here, bring your right foot all the way back for your pigeon pose. A little bit of hip, right? So we gotta square the hips. Right hip pushes up and forward. And find your version of your pigeon, whichever version. If you wanna stay high, you wanna come into your forearms. Close your eyes and take a moment to notice. Self-observance. How are you feeling? How's the quality of your breath? Svadhyaya, it's how can I learn from my own tendencies so then I can choose wisely. And then slowly from your pigeon, come all the way up. And then bring your right leg forward. I'm all over my mat. And then we're gonna switch side for Vinyasa on the other. So right leg bends and resting the right foot inside your left thigh and forward folding here. Just a couple breath inhale. Soften, cooling down. Notice the temperature in your body. Your heart perhaps is still beating fast. So how our physical body reacts to demanding situations. The breath gets shorter. So just become aware of that and lengthen the inhale. And then as you exhale, come all the way up. And then bend the left foot outside the right knee for Ardha Matsyendrasana. So opposite side, opening the chest to the left. Right elbow outside the right thigh. Lean forward and towards the left. Your gaze can be forward, to the side, or towards the back. Again, this is personal choices, self-observation. Which option benefits you the most right this moment? Slowly release, coming back to center. Left leg reaches back for our pigeon pose. If you are like me, walking along the mat, find your way into your pigeon. So left hip forward. Grab any props that you might need under the right hip. You can stay up or go halfway down. Just couple breaths, close your eyes. And then slowly come all the way up. Bring that left foot forward and come all the way into your back and keep your knees bent. We're gonna come into bridge pose. So walk the feet as wide as the hips and a little closer to your body. Toes and knees pointing forward. Lift the chest so you can roll the shoulder blades in. And when you feel ready, pressing the feet and the shoulders back down, lift the hips up. You can walk the shoulder blades a little bit more if you like. Interlacing the fingers underneath or pressing through the elbows down. Just keep your gaze forward, press your chest back and breathe. Imagine you're holding a block in between your inner thighs, engaging the legs, pressing through the toes. One more inhale. And exhale, release slowly down. Hug the knees into your chest. A little twist to the right, both knees to the right, left arm out to the side. And close your eyes and bring the knees to center, switching side, left. Knees are going to the left, right arm opens. And slowly come back to center, find your happy baby. Heels up, knees out to the side, pressing the feet down, pushing your arms up with your feet. Just move through the sacrum here, gently rock side to side. And then slowly release the feet down. Option 1, seated meditation. Option 2, full shavasana, extending the legs in front of you, arms by your side. I'm giving you options so you can self-observe to choose what feels right to you. I'm just gonna enjoy here just a moment, 1 minute of full silence as you observe the physical body effects of your asana practice. Observe the breath, observe the mind. Non-judgment. Just very slowly start deepening the breath. If you are in Shavasana, gently make your way up to your comfortable seated. Just move in with gentleness and kindness. Once you find your comfortable seated, see if you can make your spine longer, reaching up through the crown of the head. As you feel anchored and heavy through the hips. Bring your awareness into the center of your heart. Try to identify where does it feel the breath more spacious. Maybe it's in the chest, maybe it's through the nose, maybe it is through the belly. Take 3 full rounds of breath deeply through the nose, slowly, and exhaling through the nose. Letting every breath to anchor you more into stillness. And connecting more into that space in between the thoughts. Bring your palms together in the center of your heart. Just recognize the divine in you, the inner wisdom within you, always helping you throughout any challenges that life might throw at us, which it always do. Knowing deeply that within us we have support, we have the answers, we have the wisdom, can be very empowering for us to just slow down, to pause, to listen, so we can act in a more harmonious, effective, intentional way. Now that we have practiced this asana together for the past 2 months, my advice, my suggestion to you is take this knowledge, take these lessons and practice outside your yoga mat, your surroundings, and your interaction with others. Gently bow your head and namaste. Thank you so much. I wish you all a wonderful, blissful, happy life. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. All about being knowledgeable that being a modern yogi today's day is really challenging, and I think that's why we are so drawn to this type of practices, because we feel the need to reconnect within. We feel the need to reconnect to the source of what is life, to find meaningful purpose, intention of living. Sometimes we find ourselves living in such an automatic, robotic way that kills our creativity, kills our ability to feel sympathy and compassion for other people. So these type of practices of self-reflection, self-studies are really a good way for us to awaken that consciousness and help us to connect in a more meaningful way to others, so we can help each other to bright even brighter, if that makes any sense. It's nice to get to know also the philosophy of yoga, especially here in this part of the world. We get so caught up and obsessed with the physical practice, even though it is nice and feels nice in the body, because moving the body eliminates all those depression feelings and sadness feelings. It's also important to also tap into the philosophy of yoga. It's a way of living. It's a lifestyle. So one of my teachers said, the way you practice yoga on your mat, it's an open book about how you treat yourself and others. And I never really understood what that mean by that. And then later I realized that as a student on your mat, as we go through these sequences that sometimes are tough because we don't feel physically strong or emotionally strong, we can have certain reactions of frustration. We feel like we want to give up. We feel like, I don't want to do that. I'm going to skip that. And all that is that internal talking, internal self-observation of how you react in life itself when you find yourself challenging. So we have to recognize and self-observe and self-study. You know what? When I feel this way, my tendency is to react this way. When my body feels this way, my tendency is to react this way. When my mind is this way, I tend to do this way. And observing that and becoming aware of that without judgment, we can then step back, take a pause, and say, okay, today I feel crappy. Today my body feels tired. What can I do to nourish myself without putting myself at harm and without mistreating others because of the way I feel? It all starts here with us first. And that's why it's so important to pay attention to the inner monologue, how you talk to yourself in their practice. Are you telling yourself, I can't do this is not for me, you just got to be mindful and aware of the power of your words and the vibration that creates in the body. So it's all intrinsically connected. And that's why yoga, in the end, is the union of the mind, body, and spirit, because it's the self study. We are more than the physical body. I know this is way too much crazy talk, but it's what I really feel, and what I would like to make you guys understand, that don't get so caught up in if your asana doesn't look pretty or like in social media. It's how it feels in your body. What's really important. Is it nourishing you? Is it supporting you? Is it making you feel stronger? Is it making you feel challenged? And personally, in my yoga practice, I've learned that I am capable of things that I tend to self-doubt myself, that if I put a little bit of dedication and consistency and open-mindedness, I can achieve things that otherwise I thought it wasn't for me. And it's not about achieving anything, it's just exploring. It's just to see and discover your inner potential. So the yoga practice can do wonders if you approach the practice from a level of, what can this practice teach me today? What is my body needing today? It's in today's day, we're so overwhelmed with overstimulation, so many technology and devices that are constantly distracting our ability to be quiet and our ability to feel bored. We need to feel bored in order to spark creativity, in order to feel innovative, in order to feel inspired. If every time we're feeling down, we're trying to numb that feeling by being distracted, whether it's on the phone or watching TV, we are pretty much denying ourselves to feel human. So it's just pay attention to those tendencies nowadays of always feeling the need to be busy or distracted through a mobile device, and practice a little bit more of self-observation and study. And it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be long meditations or long practices. It just has to be a time on the day where you just put your hands on your heart and feel your heart beating. It could be as simple as closing your eyes and taking a couple breaths. It could be as simple as looking at the window and observing the birds and nature displayed in its own harmonious way. It's a way that you feel rest and grounded. That's all, guys. Does that make any sense? I'm talking too much already. I really hope that this inspires you and motivates you. I will share as many resources as I can, selfishly, because that's what I want. I want to empower you to feel your best, to feel good, to explore your practice, to be knowledgeable about your practice. And whether you go to a yoga studio, whether you practice here with me, whether you do it on your own, I want it to feel authentic to you, and that you have the tools to know exactly what you need to do and how to adjust your practice, okay? So from my heart to yours, thank you infinite, to the moon, to the sun, and the stars, for all being here. Stay strong, stay kind. I love you guys. I really do. And I thank you. Thank you, really. Mwah. Thank you.